Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
Hey everybody, it's Cody here from Rasslin Rage. I am joined by owner and founder of MPWA New Breed, Matt Breeding. Now, before I talk to him, and he's got a few announcements he wants to talk about, but before we get to that, please smash the thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Rasslin Rage. So, my man, Mr. Breeding, how are you tonight? And thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything you do for Michigan Indie Wrestling. I know I've said it on Facebook before. I definitely want to say it again. And once again, thank you for having me.
Right on, for sure. Now, so, I want to ask you a few questions. I know you have, a big announcement about New Breed and everything. And so what I wanted to ask was exactly a little bit about how you came about, like how did New Breed come about? Like what happened? Like was it just a couple guys standing around, so let's start a wrestling promotion, or what happened?
No, to be completely honest, two things happened to that essentially created New Breed. Number one, there was someone complaining on Facebook about a year and a half ago that the new guys in the business didn't know what they were doing anymore. Okay, which caused another promotion that I shall not name to open up. It was using a bunch of students as they come out of school, give them a chance to work and whatever, and for whatever reason, that promotion fell under. When that promotion fell under, I felt there was a need for, especially in Michigan, for a promotion for not only guys coming out of school, but guys from out of state that don't work here. Anybody that's not really on, like, all your normal promotions, especially in Metro Detroit. So not what you see on Metro Pro, not what you see on XI, not what you see at DSW. Nothing against any of those promotions. I just wanted to give like a promotion with new blood. You know what I mean? Because if you look at a lot of those promotions, it's a lot of the same guys. So I wanted to give a promotion where new guys could go to learn and learn the right way, because I've been doing this for 17 years. And also bring in new talent from out of state to kind of freshen things up and essentially give the fans something that they haven't seen. Like, they got what they enjoy with XI, but here's something completely different from XI. Whereas I feel a lot of times, a lot of the promotions in the area kind of go the way that XI does. Which, like I said, nothing against XI. They're amazing what they do. They're definitely the best at what they do. But I wanted to create something new, and I felt like this was the best environment to do it.
Definitely, and that's one of the things that I enjoy about those shows is it's a lot of the young guys, and there's some veterans in there too, thrown in there like Chuck Whedon and Rob Clooney, and Movato's been in there, there's a few others, but I really like the concept, I really do, and I enjoy watching some of the young guys like Electric Ely.
Right.
Frankie right now, that's a big up and coming talent there. I think it was second act where it was his first or second match.
First match.
Man, what an incredible talent! And I was sitting next to his mother, and I had a great time. But man, that kid's going places.
Yeah, it was funny because at our first show was Eric's first match. He was in the second match against Brian Shotwell. Then when we get to the second act, it was Frank's first match against Rob, who was in Brian Shotwell's class 17 years ago. So they were kind of in the same situation. Obviously Eric's getting over with everything he's doing, but I do feel that Frank is, I don't know, like an unsung hero right now for New Breed. I feel like that he's an undiscovered talent just because he's not as out there so much as Eric is, because he's a little more quiet of a guy. Actually, Johnny Karuba said this the other day, and it fit him perfect. It's that Frank's like that quiet beast. Like, he can do everything in the ring so well, but he's so quiet about it. But I really feel like, both of them really, but I really feel like this time next year, Frank is going to be a really big deal in Michigan wrestling.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, it was either his first or second match there at Second Breed, and like I said, man, I felt like I was watching something special because, I mean, and I'm not trying to kiss ass or anything like that, but
Right.
but for real, I really did. So man, New Breed, here we are. You're going into your next show. is in 2020, and
Right.
we're getting there. So what's going on with New Breed?
Okay. So after all our scheduled last show was supposed to be in October, and that fell through because of venue issues. And at that point in time, I'm like, okay, we've had a few good shows. Let's step back and come back in January, because we knew the venue that we had, which is Diesel Concert Lounge, which I feel is an incredible venue for independent wrestling. We were locked in there for all of 2020. So we took time off. While we're taking time off, we're rebuilding a set. We're getting a new ring, and getting all new production, so that we can really feel like a wrestling show. We want to feel like maybe we're not doing the same storylines as WWE by any stretch of imagination, but production value, we want to feel like a mini WWE. So that's what we're taking the next couple months to do. Then we return January 17th for what will be New Year's New Beginning, which will essentially be the last MPWA New Breed show. After that show, we will cut ties with MPWA. No offense to MPWA, we love them, wish them the best in the future, but we're ready to do our own thing. I feel we stand alone. I feel like we create our own buzz, and even though we're using newer guys, I don't want it to just be known as like a minor league, because I feel quality-wise we put on as good a show as anybody else right now.
Nothing wrong with feeling that way.
What's that?
I said there's nothing wrong with feeling that way.
Absolutely not. So respect for everybody else, but January 17th will be the last MPWA New Breed show, is with the MPWA connection, and then going forward, we're going to be our own brand and everything like that. The third Friday of every month, we will be running shows at Diesel from
Nice.
January to November. The first one, like I said, is January 17th. Got a lot of surprises planned. The first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes of the show, everybody's going to want to see. From my opening promo to the surprises at the very end, I feel like all Michigan wrestling will be talking about it once they find out what happened. We got a lot of new people coming in. We've already announced Asmodeus, which I've known for years. I've actually wrestled him a lot when I was wrestling back in the day. As a matter of fact, I can announce that now. The first match we can announce is Asmodeus versus Drizeko, which Drizeko was in our last main event. So to him to be going against a established talent like Asmodeus, it could be a show stiller. And I think it's a great chance for Drizeko to show what he can do against a proven talent.
For sure.
And now May every year is going to be our WrestleMania, because that's our anniversary show. We will have a tournament that concludes in May to crown our first heavyweight champion. We will be crowning our first women's champion, and we will be crowning tag team champions in a ladder match.
Tag team champs in a ladder match. A first ever women's champ. Nice. What else was there?
And then we're going to crown. It'll be the semifinals and the finals of our heavyweight title tournament. We'll also be on that show.
Nice.
So we're stacking the card as much as we can. Like I said, we ran sporadically in 2019. Now we're coming back 2020. Everybody knows where we're going to be. The third Friday of every month, we're going to be at Diesel. After New Year's New Beginning, we're simply going to be Friday Night Fire. Except for our anniversary show, that'll be a level of a different name, but we're going to be Friday Night Fire for the names of the shows. The promotion is going to have a little bit of a different name after January too. Same people, all your favorites, I should say, with adding a bunch of the best talent in the Midwest, really. I'm excited. I'm as excited as it can be. I'm excited for people to see our new production value. I'm excited to see how everybody responds to us once we're doing this monthly. It'll be so much easier to really get the word out and spread what we're doing and take it to the next level.
Well, that's pretty amazing stuff there. I mean, that's a lot to look forward to. I mean, as a promoter, owner, as a fan, as somebody that works for MPW or for New Breed or,
Right.
whatever the name change is, that's exciting news, that you got every third Friday you got something going on, man. Every third Friday. That's amazing stuff. And then, like you said, you got all these new titles coming out, and that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. That's a lot to be excited for sure. And that's a lot of opportunity for the young guys, because that essentially is the concept or the premise of the organization, is a place for some of these new talents or young guys to come in and get opportunity.
Right. Well, like, they go everywhere else and wrestle. That's great. But you're wrestling with guys that have been in the business forever. It's going, like, you don't really have the chance to shine as much. Whereas with us, the new guys got a chance to show what they do. You can either make it or break it. You know what I mean? You can either go out there and sink or swim. And I think so far our guys have shown that they can swim. You know what I mean? And now once you add titles on the line, and like I said, we're there once a month. Now they really got to come in and do what they got to do, because I'm always looking for fresh new talent coming out of either the House of Truth or the Pure Pro Wrestling School. I'm sorry, I forget the name. But, like I said, I'm always looking for fresh new talent from out of state. So everybody's going to really have to bring their A game, because first and foremost is always about the fans. The one thing I love is we created you've been to our shows. You see how rowdy our fans can be. So we've created a rowdy fan base already, and I'm hoping that they continue to grow. So everybody's got to be ready on our roster to make sure that every time they leave the venue, they're leaving home happy. You know what I mean? And that we're always given the same quality of shows that we did on the first 3 shows.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to say, thank you so much for, coming on here and making that big announcement on Rasslin Rage. I really do appreciate all of that. Before, we wrap this up, tell the people where they can follow your organization. I mean, I know it's going under a name change and you're not quite sure where it's at yet. So tell them where they can go currently, and, and in the mix, that'll probably remain the same place.
Yep, it'll stay the same. So especially now through January 17th, everything's still under MPWA New Breed, which is our Facebook and our Instagram. Whatever we change will still be right there, so you won't lose track of anything. And we're going to include more diesel, like, for people to go get tickets there and all that. We're working on that so they can go there to get tickets. But our social media is Instagram at MPWA New Breed and Facebook at MPWA New Breed.
Awesome.
And YouTube at MPWA New Breed.
Oh, okay.
And by the end of the month, we will have our our 3rd episode up. I know everybody's been asking for that. I totally forgot about that. So, yeah, by the end of the month, we will have our 3rd episode up.
Right on. And so, hey, listen, guys, before, I, say goodbye to Matt here, I want you to know that I'm going to put the links to those pages down there in the description of the video. If you're catching this, maybe you're catching this on a link on Facebook, maybe that'll be in there too on Facebook. So, dude, thank you so much for coming on, and I look forward to the show in January, my man, for sure.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there with my boys. I hope all of them can come, but you never know, but we'll it just family, and it goes like that sometimes, but I definitely look forward to seeing all of the guys from MPWA and New Breed as it is now, all the gentlemen and ladies, and I'm looking forward to seeing who becomes eventually this new women's title holder. I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
Yeah, Jaxie put out that video a couple days ago where she's challenging anybody. So who knows who's going to show up come January.
Yeah, so that's going to be amazing stuff. All right, man. Hey, guys, make sure you give this a big, huge thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you, Matt. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody